Hey y'all, and welcome back to our channel. Yesterday was the first day of fall, and here in the South it's not fall yet. We've got a lot of running jokes going on right now because it's supposed to be in the high 90s up until next week. So anyway, I dress like fall. We can always pretend since I'm in the air conditioning and I'm not outside. So I just kind of wanted to dress for the season, and I wanted to show you the pumpkins that we've made. So I wanted to show you how I finished them up and how I embellished them and kind of go over a few things with you as we made them. And I know a lot of people will not have access to wood and to go out with a chainsaw and slice up wood slices to make these pumpkins. But if you do, I hope you learn something or get inspired to go out and get your husband, or if you're good with the chainsaw, slice off some wood slices and make some pumpkins out of them because they're so easy to make, and I think they turned out really cute. And then if you don't have access to a chainsaw and wood, if you don't have a fireplace and have to store wood in the summertime for the winter, I hope you enjoyed seeing how I made them. So I got Ben, as you'll see, to slice off the wood slices, and I made him do various sizes. And of course, just like real pumpkins, wood is all different sizes and shapes, just like pumpkins are. So I took the wood, and as you'll see in the video, I sanded them. You don't have to sand them a lot because you want the rough, wood part, because they're going to be kind of grainy anyway. But I just kind of sanded over them. And then you can bake them in the oven on a middle rack at 200 degrees for an hour, just if you want to dry them out more, and just to make sure you kill any kind of little bugs or anything that may be in your wood. Also, if you're like us here in the South and it's in the 90s, you can also put them outside in the direct sunlight for a few hours, and that will also dry them out. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to go over. They're so easy. Basically, we just sliced the wood. I did heat them in the oven at 200, and then I even put them outside for a little while too, just to make sure they were dry. I did a few. I sprayed them with Mod Podge just so I'd have a little bit of a primer, because I was afraid the paint might soak up a lot in the wood, but actually that step was not necessary. I tried some without the primer and the Mod Podge, or the Mod Podge as my primer, and they didn't soak up paint at all. They were very easy to paint, and I used a really good, let me go get the brush. They were really easy to paint, and I used this brush right here that worked really good. I don't know what brand it is or anything, or I would tell you, and if something happens to this one, I don't know. I'm going to have to replace it because I love it, and I don't even know where I got it. But anyway, it's very good with its bristles. So, and just like on a wood slice, there's actually, it's like somebody took a pencil and just kind of outlined, where you need to paint and where your line was around the rim, because I wanted some of the wood, to show. So anyway, I just got my brush and just kind of went around the edge and edged it out really good. And then with this paintbrush, I just basically just went through and painted. And I'm going to go over the embellishments that I use and also the paint that I use. And I've also showed all of this to you close up in the video. But I did black chalk paint on this one. And then I just used I just basically went in my craft supplies and just pulled out paint that I had. And I just have different kinds. So, and then I'll show you, this is that Valspar. This is called Cathedral Stone, so it's a gray, and I used it for this little one right here on it, and I'll show you close-ups of all the pumpkins in the video, because I haven't actually staged them yet. I just got them embellished a few minutes ago, and actually my glue gun hasn't even cooled off yet, but I wanted to go on and kind of just show them to you and kind of go over a few things with you as I made them. And this one is Moss Green chalk paint by Waverly that you can purchase at Walmart, and I thought it turned out pretty, and I did 2 of those. And on this pumpkin, it turned out, when we sliced it, that it looked like it already had a little stem. So I didn't add a stem, and like I've showed you in some of my previous videos, when I make pumpkins, I just go outside and gather up sticks, and make my own pumpkin stems out of that. And that's what I did. I just cut all these down, and these are sticks out of my yard. I just think that adds such a great element to them. And this one, I had to have one white. So this is just Waverly white chalk paint. So this is the white one. And then the orange, this was some paint I bought at a yard sale a couple of years ago. A lady was selling just like a bunch of little stuff, and some paint was in it. And I don't know, a couple of times I've been tempted to throw it away because I've never used it. Well, you know, it worked out perfect for these. I love the pumpkin orange. So anyway, this is Valspar, and I'm not sure what color it was. They had it mixed, but I did show you what the label looked like on the video. So that's my colors that I use, but I also would love to do, like, I love the pinks and the khaki colors, tans, I mean, you can just make them all different colors. And the embellishments I use, as you can see, is I got some green raffia, and like I say, I've got the stems out of the yard, and then wooden leaves, and I've gone over all this when I went over the decorating my fall tree, and I got these leaves last year at Target in the bullseye area, and I'm not sure what the price on were. There was a pack of them. And then just lace that I've made out of you know, old clothes and more little burlap, and then these little pearl embellishments that I got at Dollar General. I got a pack of those for $1, and just went through and embellished each one of them, and this was so much fun. I loved it. This one, I just kept that one a little bit simple, and then this one, I made a little burlap tassel for this one, but they were so much fun to decorate them. And this one, the little orange one, I just put a little metal leaf on it, and then I got these little stained little bitty clothespins at Dollar General. So I love those, and actually you could clip a little recipe, an old recipe card on it, and use it to you know, just display a picture or a recipe card. And some of these actually will stand up on their own. So I think that's kind of cool. And then here is another little gray one, and I kind of kept it simple with just a little bit of burlap and an ivory ribbon. So I just kind of wanted to go over that with you. They're super simple to make. The hardest part, like I say, is having access to wood, a chainsaw, and getting to slice the wood slices. But I just thought y'all would enjoy seeing me make them, and I hope you did. And as always, I sure appreciate you watching my videos, and I really appreciate everybody that has subscribed so far and has just sent some super nice comments to me. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to go and stage these for you. And as always, thanks again for watching, and I hope I've inspired you.